Crown Jewel is this Saturday, and by wrestling YouTube law, I've got to do a wrestling YouTube prediction video. So here we go. First, we're going to start with the women's match. It's a fatal four-way. I believe it's not elimination rules. First one to take the pin. So that means that champions Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are definitely in trouble. They're putting their titles on the line against Lash Legend and Shakira Jackson, who they're from NXT, and honestly, I've been very, very impressed with these rookies. I think Lash Legend, she has very, very high potential. I see a lot of Rhea Ripley right there. Like, totally, she is the future. But then we also got Io Sky and Kairi Sane of Damage Control. They would be great picks, and if it was like a month ago, I probably would have went with them because it seemed like we were gearing towards that direction. But no, I'm thinking it's going to be the final contestant in this fatal four-way who are the winners, and that is Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. I think Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are just prime to take it. They feel like a tag team, but honestly, Chelsea Green has been doing the best work of her WWE career right now, and because there's no mid-card women's championship, gotta give her something. I think the tag team titles would be great for them. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven has been champion before in the tag team division, but it's a little different this time. I think she'll wear it better, more like a champion. And Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, they've done an amazing job of actually making the women's tag team division mean something. The women's tag team titles have meant nothing for so long, and it's just a testimony to those two. And I feel they're going to lose it because, well, maybe they're going to break them up and split them up, but not actually turn them heel just yet. Maybe the heel turn happens at Royal Rumble or something, but I think they're about to split them up and let them go on their own ways, so maybe there's other challengers for the belts. Who knows? Maybe they trade. What if they did this? They trade Jey Uso for Jade Cargill. Jade can go and fight for the women's title on Raw, and Bianca can fight for the women's title on SmackDown. That's an interesting theory right there. And they can go and, you know, just be cool with each other until they draw number 1 and 2 at Royal Rumble. Book that. But yeah, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, I believe it's Piper and Chelsea's time. And I predict somebody will win this belt when I hit 10,000 subscribers. And that is not a prediction, that is a spoiler actually, because I'm going to give this away at 10,000 in my quest to become a full-time YouTuber. That's right, I want to quit my job and do wrestling content every day, all the time, stream, videos, all that good stuff. Please, please, please help me out. Hit the bell for notifications, subscribe, and comment. Comment is how you win. I'll pick a random comment on a random video, and that's how you will win this title. So there you have it. Please, please, please don't forget, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Next prediction, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton, RKO the Viper. This one's a little tough. I feel like my gut is actually saying Randy Orton takes the win, and then Kevin Owens maybe gets involved in the Cody Gunther match. That way he can get his heat back, but nope, I'm actually going to go against my gut and say that Kevin Owens takes the victory, which will allow him to go into Survivor Series or maybe Saturday Night Main Event as the challenger. So he has a strong win over Randy Orton, and what he does is he's going to really hurt Randy Orton, because Triple H was putting over the fact that Kevin Owens is a different man. He's like mentally disturbed right now, and if Kevin Owens just decimates Randy Orton to the point that he's off TV for a couple weeks, that isolates Cody Rhodes and puts his championship in even greater threat when Kevin Owens, coming off a victory for Randy Orton, emerges and says, I want a title shot. And yeah, so I think Randy Orton has to lose. But, yeah, there's a chance. There is a chance Randy wins, and then Kevin goes ballistic, and then he interferes. But, nah, I'm just going to go with Kevin Owens for this one. Third match, triple threat. Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, and LA Knight, yeah, fighting for the U.S. title. It would be awesome to see, I don't know, Carmelo Hayes get the title. maybe even Andrade, they have stepped up their game a lot, but I just don't think it's time yet. I think LA Knight holds it for just a little bit longer. I'm kind of thinking LA Knight actually walks into WrestleMania as champion, because what are we going to do once he loses the belt? I guess he could go for it again, but I feel like if Carmelo Hayes won the title, it would be great. He would be a great champion. I really do think. I would just really like this really arrogant rookie to be the champion, and I think Carmelo Hayes would wear it greatly. I just don't think it's his time. I think LA Knight takes the win, and this is one of those situations where it's kind of like when Sami Zayn was the champion, and we were all like, oh, it's time to put someone else over, but they didn't, and they kept just having Sami keep the Intercontinental title. I think that's where we're at with LA Knight. I don't think it's time, though. I don't necessarily think it's time for him to lose. It's kind of like one of those situations where it's not time for LA Knight to lose, but it's kind of time for Carmelo Hayes to win. So hopefully, Carmelo Hayes looks really strong in this bout, and he can go on to another feud while LA Knight just continues on the course of being a really good secondary champion in the U.S. title. Because if he loses the title, then the next thing he goes for is the heavyweight title. He goes for the undisputed title, and Cody's not ready for that. Cody will never be ready to step foot in the ring with LA Knight, because those two on the mic together, he would die. He couldn't stand up to Gunther. He has no chance against LA Knight. So yeah, LA Knight has to stay champion until after WrestleMania, but I'm very happy that Carmelo Hayes and Andrade are getting the spotlight here, because they definitely deserve it. Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins. This one is super difficult to call, because does Seth Rollins eat a loss? But then again, Bronson Reed, he's moving up the card. I'm going to actually go with Bronson Reed here. I think this is going to be a Kevin Owens versus John Cena situation in which the rookie actually wins, and the rookie is really strong in their feud, and then he wins the match. I think Seth Rollins will eventually get his win back. I don't even know if there'll be shenanigans involved, because who is Seth Rollins really feuding with right now? No one. I mean, maybe CM Punk, but CM Punk ain't going to Saudi Arabia. He's just not flying to Saudi Arabia to cost Seth Rollins a win. I really do hope that they give it to Bronson Reed, because he could just use it more. He's on his path to being a monster main eventer. He just needs it more than Seth Rollins does. I don't want to just completely make Seth job out to everybody, but I just can't see a world in which Bronson Reed loses and still comes out strong, unless they do something stupid like, you know, they put a forklift and it comes down on him. This isn't a Falls Count Anywheres match, so it kind of has to be just a straight up, you know, you either win or you lose. So I'm going to go with Bronson Reed, get the upset victory here. All right, next is the Crown Jewel matches. We got Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. I've been very critical of these Crown Jewel matches. I don't like champion versus champion, but here we are. Someone has to win. There's multiple possibilities and multiple outcomes here. We can have Tiffany accidentally costing Nia the match, furthering their are they going to break up type feud. We could have Rhea Ripley coming down and costing Liv the match, or we have Dominic screwing up, or then there's just the possibility that Tiffany cashes in, Tiffany pins Nia, or she pins Liv Morgan, and this would be a very cool way to actually use the Money in the Bank, and this would actually be a cool way to use this champion versus champion, having Tiffany cash in. Oh, man. Then there's Candice LeRae. How do we do this? Who's going to win? This one is up in the air. I could flip a coin, but there's three winners. There's three possible winners here. We got Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany. No. Yeah. I think it's just a unique situation, and we can't pass it up. I think this is just a very crazy, unique situation, and there's just no way we can pass the situation up. Tiffany cashes in. If they want to go really crazy, cash in on Liv Morgan. That would be insane. Then she goes to Raw for a while, and when she loses, she can come back and try to restart her little friendship with Nia Jax. But nah, I see Tiffany versus Nia feud going forward. So Tiffany is going to cash in, and she's going to beat Nia Jax. That's my prediction right there. Final say, Tiffany Stratton pins Nia Jax for the championship, even though she's not even involved in this match. Now we have Gunther versus Cody, world champion versus undisputed champion. And if it was any other wrestler, I'd probably say the undisputed title, but I'm actually going to say Cody's going to lose here, because behind the scenes, even though he is a master, like, I don't know, politician. He is very unselfish also. And I could see Roman Reigns not wanting to lose because he doesn't want to be perceived as the lesser champion. You know, especially during the Bloodline saga. And definitely Brock Lesnar's not going to lose. But Cody Rhodes is different. He's willing to lose. And being willing to lose in this situation where the storyline could actually call for it will allow him, I think, to take the loss. Yeah, I think he'll take the loss. I think Kevin Owens is going to get involved. After the beatdown of Randy, we have Kevin come in, have Kevin cost him the match, and that makes Cody mad enough to want to fight Kevin again. And he already wants to fight Kevin anyways, so this just makes him even more mad. And Kevin's already there, because the other option is to have Goldberg come in and, well, he spears Gunther. And that then allows Cody to win. I don't think Cody would want a victory like that, but we can always say that Cody didn't see it. But are they going to really fly Goldberg all the way to Saudi Arabia for this? Yeah, they would. The Saudi people, they love Goldberg, so that is definitely in the realm of possibility, and they've done it before. AJ Styles flew across the country to interfere in a match, and so did CM Punk, and so it's not unheard of, and if the Saudi people really love Goldberg, I could see them wanting him to come and do a spot. So this would be a good way to get Goldberg to be on the card while not actually having a match. It allows Gunther to lose, and then Gunther's mad, and he puts his title on the line for a match at Survivor Series. But I think it's going to be Gunther versus CM Punk at Survivor Series. This one's tough. This one's tough, but Gunther is going to win. No Goldberg appearance. Gunther wins by Kevin Owens interfering and helping him win, and Gunther will take the interference where Cody would not. Gunther wins this, and he will then go on to tell everybody how great and awesome of a champion he is, and that he is the true champion of WWE. And then there's one more match that has not been announced yet. I saw the SmackDown spoilers, and there is one more match. So if you don't want to know any spoilers, just end the video right this second, because I'm going to do a match prediction for the final match on the card. I'm going to give you guys like 10 seconds to just stop the video. Literally, stop the video. Guys, girls, have a good day. That's what I'm going to say at the end. That's the only thing you're missing. Now you saw it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click the X now, because we're going to get the original Bloodline. The 3 Bloodline members. That's right. Jimmy, Roman, Jay. Together. Fighting 3 members of the Bloodline. Like, whoa, yeah, they're back. SmackDown. A lot of things happen on this pre-taped episode of SmackDown. And yeah, you know, they got Roman, the Saudi people, they paid a lot of money to get Roman over there, and they're paying a lot of money to get the Bloodline reunion, the original 3 Bloodline members. Okay, hopefully Paul Heyman comes too. That would be amazing if Paul walks out with them. But regardless, who's going to win? This one's also tough. This one's also tough because I am really surprised they are doing this with War Games just around the corner. It's like 3-on-3 where War Games is going to be 4-on-4, you know? Or maybe 5-on-5, maybe. And that's if The Rock gets involved. Regardless, but who wins this? I think to win this, we have to let Old Bloodline lose. Yeah. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. But yeah, it just has to happen. It just really, like, how can they win and then go into War Games, and we expect them to, what, not win when they're even stronger? No, they've got to lose here so they can go into War Games and just, you know, fight it out, duke it out for final control of the Ula Fala. And it'll just be like this. It's 3-on-3, but there's going to be a 4th member, so who knows? Maybe they leave Jacob on the outside, even though it'd be smarter to leave Tungaloa on the outside, but they leave Jacob on the outside. They fight, and Jacob costs Jay or Jimmy to eat the pin, and then they're like, nah, we gotta get one more person. We gotta get one more person to even the odds at War Games, and we all know who that is. It will be Sami Zayn, the honorary Uce, but yeah, so that is it. That has to be it. They have to lose here, and Jay taking the pin? I don't think so. I think it's going to be Jimmy again. Whew, it's hard. It's hard to pin an original Bloodline member. In the new Bloodline, almost anyone can take a pin, except for Jacob Fatu, but in the old Bloodline, almost nobody can take a pin right now. It's got to be Jimmy. Jimmy takes the pin, and this sets up War Games, because if they win, what's the point? Who cares? So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Roman's team loses, and Solo needs it. Solo is doing such a bang-up job right now. I'm going to post a video for you guys to look at showing how Solo is actually good now, but I do feel that Solo needs this victory more than Roman does as they head into War Games. So Solo's bloodline, they take the W. And guys, girls, that is my prediction video. Please let me know what your predictions are, and please, please, please leave anything with the bloodline out of the comments because I don't want other people to be spoiled, though. Can we do that? But other than that, let me know what you think. And guys, girls, have yourselves a great day.